In the ancient land of Egypt, where the golden sands met the fertile banks of the Nile, there arose a goddess whose story would captivate the hearts and minds of her people for millennia. Bastet, known also as Bast, was a deity of unparalleled grace, strength, and mystery. Her journey from a lioness-headed warrior to a beloved cat goddess is a saga filled with drama, transformation, and unwavering devotion. Bastet's tale begins in the dawning light of creation, in the celestial court of Re, the mighty sun god. As one of Re's daughters, Bastet was born of the sun's radiant energy, a being of both light and power. In her earliest forms, she appeared as a fierce lioness, or as a woman with the head of a lioness, her eyes burning with the same fiery intensity as her father's solar gaze. This formidable visage signified her role as a protector and a warrior. Bastet's early years were spent in the shadow of her sister Sekhmet, the lioness-headed goddess of war and destruction. Sekhmet was the embodiment of Re's wrath, unleashing plagues and storms upon those who dared to defy the gods. Bastet, however, was different. Though she shared Sekhmet's lioness form, Bastet's spirit was imbued with a gentler, nurturing energy. She was the soothing balm to Sekhmet's fiery rage, the protector of homes and families, the guardian of women and children. As time passed, Bastet's image began to evolve. By the period between 931 and 715 BCE, her lioness form had softened into that of a domestic cat. This transformation marked a significant shift in her role and her connection to her worshippers. The cat, with its graceful movements and enigmatic demeanor, became the perfect symbol for Bastet's protective and nurturing qualities. In this new form, she was not just a distant celestial warrior, but a comforting presence in the daily lives of the Egyptian people. The heart of Bastet's worship was the bustling city of Bubastis, nestled in the verdant Nile Delta. Bubastis was a place of great beauty and reverence, its streets lined with temples and gardens dedicated to the goddess. The Grand Temple of Bastet stood at the city's center, a magnificent structure adorned with golden statues and intricate carvings. Here, the sacred cats roamed freely, cared for by the devoted priests and priestesses who served the goddess. In Bubastis, Bastet was worshipped with fervor and devotion. Her festivals were legendary, drawing pilgrims from every corner of Egypt. The annual Feast of Bastet was a time of unparalleled celebration. The city would swell with visitors, their boats crowding the Nile, festooned with flowers and ribbons. The air buzzed with excitement as worshippers gathered to honor the goddess who watched over them with such care. The Greek historian Herodotus, who visited Egypt in the 5th century BCE, wrote of these grand celebrations. He described a sea of humanity, more than 700,000 strong, converging on Bubastis. They came to sing, dance, and offer their prayers to Bastet. The sound of music filled the air, and the scent of incense wafted through the streets. By day, the worshippers would visit the great temple, leaving offerings of food, flowers, and precious gifts. By night, the festivities would continue, with dancing and revelry under the star-studded sky. Bastet's influence was not confined to the spiritual realm. Her cult played a significant role in the political landscape of ancient Egypt. The state recognized the power of her worship and capitalized on it, integrating her cult into the fabric of Egyptian society. Official appointments within her temples were highly sought after, and the state collected taxes and donations from her devout followers. The wealth generated by her cult contributed to the prosperity of the region, making Bubastis a center of both spiritual and economic power. However, the reverence for Bastet was not without its darker aspects. The Sicilian writer Diodorus Siculus recounted a chilling event that took place in the 1st century BCE. A Roman visitor, unfamiliar with the sacred status of cats in Egypt, accidentally killed one. The reaction was swift and brutal. A frenzied mob, driven by a zealous devotion to Bastet, descended upon the hapless visitor, exacting a deadly vengeance. This incident highlighted the intense fervor with which the Egyptians revered their goddess and her sacred animals. Under Greco-Roman rule, the worship of Bastet became even more pronounced. The animal cults, seen as symbols of Egyptian identity and resistance, reached new heights of fanaticism. The Greeks identified Bastet with their own goddess Artemis, seeing in her the same qualities of fertility and protection. This blending of cultures only served to deepen the mystery and allure of Bastet, making her an even more potent symbol of the divine feminine. Bastet's iconography is rich and varied, reflecting her dual nature as both protector and nurturer. She is often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat, her serene face embodying both beauty and power. At her feet, kittens play, symbolizing fertility and the nurturing aspects of her character. In one hand, she holds the sistrum, a musical instrument associated with Hathor, the goddess of love and joy. The sistrum's melodious chime was believed to ward off evil spirits and bring harmony and happiness. In the other hand, Bastet clutches an aegis, a symbol of protection and her connection to Sekhmet's formidable strength. The aegis often features the head of a lioness, a reminder of Bastet's fierce origins and her ability to protect with the same ferocity as her sister. This duality, gentleness paired with strength, made Bastet a beloved and respected deity. She was the guardian of home and hearth, the protector of women and children, and the embodiment of the life-giving forces of nature. Bastet's legacy endures to this day, her story a timeless blend of light and shadow, love and protection. In the lore of ancient Egypt, her name is whispered with reverence, her image a reminder of the delicate balance between chaos and order. The countless feline statuettes and mummies unearthed by archaeologists speak of a society that revered her as more than just a goddess. They saw her as a vital, living presence in their lives. The story of Bastet is one of transformation and resilience, a testament to the enduring power of the divine feminine. From her fierce beginnings as a lioness-headed warrior to her cherished role as the cat goddess, Bastet embodies the complexities of protection and nurturing. She remains a symbol of the duality within all beings, the capacity for fierce defense alongside the instinct for tender care. In the annals of Egyptian mythology, Bastet's tale is one of drama and devotion, a story that continues to captivate and inspire. Her journey from the celestial court of Re to the hearts of the Egyptian people is a saga of divine grace, strength, and everlasting love.